You know what I think I learned about myself? Cranberries are my favorite fruit. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Cranberries are the best fruit out there. Said it.
What's up? It's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe, and today we're making one of our favorite baked goods, but not quite, but close enough. It's a roll without the cinnamon.
Yeah, I was going to say cinnamon rolls, but they're not cinnamon rolls. It's like I took cinnamon rolls and then changed them to be one of my favorite flavors, which is cranberry orange. So just in time, like the holidays are coming up, cranberries and oranges are very much like a thing in the holidays. So I wanted to take one of our favorite desserts and one of my favorite things to make and make it a little bit more holiday-y.
Yeah, you can roll any of your favorite flavors into a roll and then it's delicious.
You know what I think I learned about myself? Cranberries are my favorite fruit. Like, I'm just gonna say it, cranberries are the best fruit out there. Said it. I'm sure, leave a comment if you disagree, everybody.
Leave a comment if you don't really know what to say to that.
We should just get into the recipe then.
Yes, before we get into the recipe, go subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future vegan recipes, and let's go make, I'm sorry, this is your favorite fruit, let's go make it, I don't know.
Cranberries are the best. To make your cranberry orange rolls, we're first going to start off by making our dough just like we'd make any other cinnamon roll dough. So we're going to heat up some non-dairy milk until it's just warm to the touch. You want it to be about 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. Any hotter and then it'll kill your yeast and you won't get nice fluffy cinnamon rolls. With that warmed milk, we're going to combine in some quick rise yeast with a little bit of white sugar and just whisk that until it's nice and incorporated, and then set that aside for about 5 to 10 minutes to allow the yeast to get nice and activated and foamy. Then to a stand mixer, we're going to add a little bit of vegan butter with a flax egg, and then we're going to beat that until the butter is nice and soft and the butter has emulsified with the egg. Once we are done with that, we're going to add in some flour, some salt, orange zest, and our yeast mixture to the stand mixer with the butter, and using the dough hook, we're going to beat it until the dough just comes together. We're going to turn our dough onto a clean surface and then knead it for just a few minutes until the dough is nice and smooth. You know your dough is done kneading when you press the dough, your fingerprint indent pushes back up. You don't want the indent to stay in. If it does, you're going to need to knead it a little bit longer. Then to our mixing bowl, we're going to add just a little bit of oil and place our dough back in there with some clear wrap on top and a paper towel or a kitchen cloth, and let that rise for at least an hour or until double in size. Next up, we are going to make our cranberry filling while that dough rises. So to a saucepan, we're going to combine some cranberries, orange zest, orange juice, brown sugar, and vanilla extract. And over medium heat, we're going to cook until the cranberries are mostly broken up and the mixture starts to thicken, almost like a cranberry sauce or a cranberry jam. Once that's done, we're going to take it off the heat and allow it to cool completely before we use it to fill our cinnamon rolls with. Once your dough has fully risen, you're going to roll out the dough into a rectangle shape, just like you would be doing cinnamon rolls. Every once in a while, if you notice you're not quite getting that rectangle shape, you can kind of use a pastry scraper or a bench scraper and kind of knock it back into shape. You want that to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. Then we're going to spread some vegan butter across our rolled dough, just a little bit. Then we're going to add our cranberry sauce on top of that. Be very generous with this. We want a lot of cranberry sauce in these rolls. Then you're going to sprinkle with some brown sugar and tightly roll the dough into a pinwheel starting from the long side. And then using a sharp knife or some unflavored dental floss, we are going to cut our rolls into 1 inch thick rolls. From this mixture, you should get about 6 rolls. We're going to place those buns onto a lined baking sheet with about 1 inch or so space in between. We want them to kind of just start to touch together once they've done their second proof. Then we're going to cover them with the clear wrap again and another kitchen towel and proof again. We're going to let it rise this time for about 30 minutes or again until double in size. And then finally, once that's all done, we're going to bake our rolls in a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25-ish minutes or until nice and golden brown. Then while those are baking, you can make the glaze. So to make the glaze, we're just gonna combine our orange juice with our orange zest and powdered sugar and mix it until it's nice and smooth in the desired consistency. If you want it to be just a thin glaze over top, you're gonna want the glaze to be thinner than normal, but if you want it to be a little thicker, we're going to need more icing sugar in this, but the choice is yours. So once the rolls have finished baking, you're gonna take them out of the oven, allow them to sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're gonna drizzle them with your orange glaze, and you can serve. I think it's because they're not as sweet as all the other fruit out there.
I just like, how could you do this to mangoes?
I love mangoes, but honestly, I think I eat cranberries more than I eat mangoes. There's just more to do with a cranberry. Like I can bake with it, I can cook with it. I mean, you could just eat it. I don't really eat them raw because that's super bitter. But like mangoes, all I do with mangoes essentially is just like eat a mango. Like I don't really do much else with a mango unless I'm putting it in a smoothie, and we've already had our discussion about smoothies on the podcast.
I mean, this kind of just proves that like mangoes are perfect on their own, but cranberries, you have to like put a lot of effort into them to make them good.
You don't have to put a lot of... Our cranberry sauce, which isn't technically a recipe on the blog, is so easy to make. Go ahead and eat it, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so sticky and so... Look at the bottom of this.
Mmm.
Look at that.
Mmm. It's nice and fresh.
Mm-hmm. So good. Oh my god. Honestly, this tastes like just a better version of our cranberry orange loaf from last year.
Yeah, I gotta say, this might be my favorite, like, form of cranberry dessert so far.
Mmm.
Is it? Maybe?
We've had cranberry hand pies, cranberry loaf, cranberry rolls. I feel like there's been something else. I don't know if there was anything else, but those are the 3 that are off the top of my head.
It's pretty delicious. It's a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be.
It's a lot what?
Sweeter.
Well, it's because there's like icing on top of it. There's also like, there's the brown sugar in the cranberry mix, but there's also brown sugar in the roll too. Like you top it with more brown sugar. So there's a lot more sugar in this than I would normally put in a cranberry dessert.
Maybe that's why I like it. Well, there's no other choice than we have to talk about cranberries in the comments because, like,
Devin's still trying to figure out what the heck I said at the beginning of this video.
They're fine, but, like, there's just, like, so many good fruits. I don't know, Catherine.
Okay, we've discussed this. I'm not really a fruit person. I like them from time to time, but cranberries I never get tired of. It's even like dried cranberries. Like I love every form of cranberries. They're so good.
Well, let's discuss in the comments. If you
we also have cranberry pumpkin muffins in our pumpkin ebook.
Oh, there you go.
And cranberry pumpkin oatmeal.
I know, you're just sneaking the cranberry into... Watch, we're going to have a cranberry ebook next.
Coming soon. I do plan, so like, I don't know if it'll be out by now, but we're trying to do a gingerbread ebook, and I've already planned gingerbread cranberry recipes, so...
You're putting your favorite flavor with my favorite flavor?
Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about cranberries in the comments. Let's see how many people disagree with me, because it's probably everybody. I just love cranberries.
That's perfectly okay.
Honestly, it might be because they remind me of the holidays. I don't know.
Okay, well, anyways, in the comment or in the description, there's a link to this recipe. There's also a link to our ebook that features a couple other cranberry recipes, but more specifically, pumpkin recipes. And there's also a link to our podcast. It's called Camera Eats First. Comes out every Monday, everywhere that you get podcasts. Maybe we'll do a cranberry episode because, I don't know, it seems like a lot.
Cranberries! I really want to go to like a cranberry farm and learn about cranberries.
You're adorable.
Like everybody's going to apple picking or pumpkin patch. I want to visit the cranberry farmers.
None of this is surprising anymore, you know?
I think it's like, is it a cranberry bog? Is that what it's called?
A bog.
I could be wrong. I'm probably very wrong.
I mean, they do like float in water or something, right?
Yeah. Like that would be so much fun to go to. Way more fun than walking around a bunch of pumpkins.
Well, okay, we'll have to see. I don't know. This is just a lot.
Should I do a whatever Wednesday of me just visiting a cranberry farm?
I think you just have to do some kind of cranberry themed something because it just you really like it.
I really like cranberries. They're just so good.
Okay. If you like cranberries too, you should join us on Patreon and help support the cranberry work that we do. You'll get some bonus content. Maybe it'll be cranberry related, maybe not. If not, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment your cranberry related thoughts, and share this with somebody who needs more cranberry recipes in their life.
Everybody.
They need to understand the cranberry better, because maybe cranberries are just misunderstood.
They are. Cranberries are not just for juice, and they're not just for cranberry sauce.
Cranberries are not just for with your vodka.
Or UTIs. Woo.
And on that note, go cranberries.
Cranberries are so good for you. They help you get drunk and they help get rid of diseases.